everybody, hello, I'm Refashionista Sherry, and we're doing another quick and easy transformation for my 30 days of refashions. And today, it all has to do with those lovely oversized shawls, scarves, pashminas, whatever the heck you want to call these things, that are ever so popular when the weather starts turning colder. And we are going to today transform this absolutely gorgeous floral patterned scarf into an adorable little tunic dress. So let's get started. For this crazy quick and easy project, all you need is a long scarf or pashmina or a big length of fabric that you can wrap around your body, as well as an oversized shirt plus your sewing gear. So you want to fold your scarf in half lengthwise and have the fold up at the top. And if you're kind of lucky like me and your scarf had these cool fringes on the sides, these are now going to be on the bottom and be a funky detail on the bottom of my dress. Now I have folded my scarf in half with right sides facing, and it's not always easy to tell on like scarves and shawls and pashminas what's the right side and the wrong side. So if it has like finished edges like this, what you can do is take a look and see which side it was folded over to create, you know, that nice hem there, and then this would be the wrong side. So now I have to create my neckline head hole area, and of course I'm going to do what I always do and fold my fabric, my scarf here, in half again and make it as even as I can. And then I have my point here, and this, I mean, you can even see here, this is pretty much exactly going to be the center of my finished dress, so that's fantastic. So now I'm just gonna chop off a little bit to start, and we'll see how it's gonna fit. So you can see here that the head hole neckline is chopped out, but it is super duper fraying, so I do of course have to bind it just like I did with my handkerchief top tutorial. I'll link that down below. And yeah, I'm really not sure what I'm gonna use, but I did bust out my kind of stash of belts and chopped necklines. Like this one is kind of cute, actually. I think that would be kind of a cute little pattern mix there. Yeah, I don't know about you, but you know what? You get all of these belts and stuff with shirts, dresses, you know, a lot of vintage, especially vintage dresses come with these fabric belts. I like save them and use them as bag straps or to, you know, bind the edges of things if I need to, because they're great. Let me see, what about this one? What about this one? Ooh, this is kind of a pinky glittery. And does it actually go? It does. It goes with that nice pinky there. Let's just do a test. This is kind of a behind the scenes scene now, because this is pretty much what I do. Actually, that looks pretty nice. Oh, but I got orange, and I think orange might actually look, yeah, I think we got to go with the orange, right? That definitely looks the nicest. So because I already have blue thread in my sewing machine, and I really don't feel like switching it out for the orange and then switching it back to the blue, I think first we are going to do the sides of the dress, and then I will do the neckline after, just because I don't want to faff around changing threads. Do you guys do that? Do you kind of, you know, you really don't like changing threads? Okay, so let's do the sides of the dress. Now I've grabbed my oversized t-shirt, and oh hey, do you remember this one? This one was a very, very oldie, but definitely goodie tutorial. I shall link down below, and you can find out how to make your own personalized t-shirt yarn graphic
ish t-shirts. I'm gonna line up the necklines and the shoulder seams, and then I am simply going to mark a little bit down from the underarm seam with a pin, and then I'm just going to sew straight down on both sides from under those underarm seams to create the side seams of my dress. So I have now switched out my thread, so let's go tackle that neckline. Okay, this neckline is like fraying like it's literal professional job. This is crazy, so it needs this binding desperately. Okay, so I'm just going to do what I always do, and I'm going to start on the inside of the neckline and kind of about halfway down like so, line that up, and then go stitch this on, and then we'll come back for the second step. So now that I have my neckline binding all stitched onto the inside of my dress, I can now flip it right side out, and there you can see it. It is super fraying still, and now I'm just going to fold it over and cover up all of that fray there. I might have to trim a bit of that though. So now it is folded around to the front. I can go and stitch all of it all the way around again. How lovely does that neckline look? That is just perfect. And can you believe it? This was just a belt from a sweater. Like, how awesome. Anyway, let's go try it on and style it up.
Again, this came out adorably well, and I mean, the neckline is so perfect here. I'm so glad I could finally use this knit belt that's been in my stash for way too long. And best of all, I can wear this, without a belt, with a belt. It is so easy to style with a variety of colored tights if I want to, or just, go bare-legged. I mean, whatever. The only problem with this refashion is this big scarf pashmina was, I'd say, well over 50% wool. So number one, it is super hot right now. And number two, I do have to wear like a slip or something underneath it because it's pretty itchy if I don't. But other than that, again, super adorable. And I'm definitely gonna wear this more as a dress or tunic more than I ever would as a scarf, because again, it is kind of itchy, and having it just on bare neck is terrible, but over a slip, over leggings and a t-shirt, whatever, it's just perfect. Anyway, let me know down below if you are going to create one of these, and if you do create something, please do join my Gone Thrifting group and share it with us over there. We have a lovely community going on. Link is down below. And yeah, I always love seeing your creations, your thrift scores. Plus, if you have any questions or anything, ask the community, ask me, and we're all more than happy to help you out with your refashions, DIYs, upcycles, thrifting questions, whatever it is. Just go join us over there. It's lovely. Anyway, as always, pop on over to refashionistasherry.com because everything is there. You can get to my blog. Down at the bottom, I have every single one of my blog categories there. You can just have a leisurely scroll, pick and choose what you want to look at. And of course, check out my e-courses and my e-books and all that lovely stuff. And if you would love to support me and this little old channel for nothing, nada, free, all you got to do is like, share, throw a subscribe if you haven't already. It really, really does help to boost up the channel just to have these teeny tiny bits of engagement. And of course, share your favorite tutorials with your online circles, and let's get everyone living a more sustainable refashionista lifestyle. And until tomorrow, where there's another tutorial in my 30 days of refashions coming right at ya, I shall catch ya on the zigzag. Well, I didn't do it right, did I? No. Catch ya on the zigzag.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.